Welcome to Katsari Yoga Prenatal and this hip opening, short and sweet stretch, suitable for all trimesters, but not suitable if you have SPD, Symphysis Pubis Dysfunction. Begin in a kneeling position. You might want to use a blanket underneath your knees for extra cushioning. Come up to a high kneel with the knees underneath the hips directly. Bring your hands onto your hips. Make sure the pelvis is level, back of the pelvis level with the inner hip bones that stick out the front of the pelvis. Step your left foot forward a little bit out to the side. Begin to rock forwards and backwards. Make sure that your left knee doesn't overshoot the ankle as you press the hips forward. Take this at your own speed and pace and let your breath flow naturally. Be aware of the lovely stretches you get all around your hip area and also in the pelvic floor. We want to be able to release the pelvic floor for birth. So think of relaxing into the pelvic floor and lengthening the pelvic floor. Ground your hands down to the inside edge of the left foot. You might want to rest your hands on a block, which will reduce the stretch if it's quite intense and give you a bit more space for your bump. You could also make gentle fists. That will also keep pressure off the wrists. Make sure your left knee is roughly over the ankle and begin to circle the hips. You could imagine you're circling around a point in between the front heel and the back knee. As you press your hips into the forward part of the circle, we don't want the knee to wildly overshoot the ankle. It might come past just a little bit to allow you the freedom of movement. But if you're going a long way past the ankle, then maybe try shuffling your front foot forward or making the circle smaller. When you're ready, circle in the other direction. Let this be a very freestyle movement. Relax your face and jaw, relax your lips, teeth and tongue, relax your pelvic floor. If you end up rocking forwards and backwards or side to side, it's absolutely fine. Making this the last round and keeping your right hand down, place your left hand on the left knee, rolling the knee out to open up the hip and come to the blade edge of the foot. Roll your left shoulder back, opening your heart towards the sky. Feel like you're posting your hips underneath your left knee, a brilliant hip stretch. Ground your hands down to the inside edge of the left foot and step back to hands and knees. Exhale, round your spine into round cat. Inhale, flatten into flat cat. Make sure your knees are wide, big toes pointing together, and sink your bottom down to your heels. Have a few circles out for the wrists. Come back up to hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale as you shine your chest forward and curl your toes under. Exhale, round your spine, push the floor away. So inhaling, shining the chest through to up cat, and exhaling, rounding into down cat. Option is to maintain a flat back on the inhalation, and this is good if you have tension in your lower back or severe diastasis recti, separation of the abdominal muscles. Most women experience a little bit of this later in pregnancy. We're coming to a flat back now. Bring your bottom towards your heels, then come up into a high kneel with the knees underneath the hips directly. Step your right foot forward and a little bit out to the side. Begin to rock forwards and backwards, shoulders relaxing away from your ears, all in your own breath timing, so the speed and the pace is up to you. Make sure that you're not overshooting your knee past your front ankle. So as you come forward, stack the knee over the ankle directly. Face and jaw relaxed, relax into your pelvic floor. Enjoy the stretches you feel around the hip area. Ground your hands down to the inside edge of your right foot. You might come up to fists for a little bit more height or use your yoga block. This will reduce the intensity of the stretch as well as reducing strain on the wrists. Begin to circle the hips. You could imagine a point on the mat in between the front heel and the back knee. Let this movement be very flowing, very natural to you. You might even find you come into a gentle forward and backward rocking rather than a circle. Just listen to your body. Move with intuition. Make sure your face and jaw stay relaxed and relax the pelvic floor. Change directions when you're ready. So that relaxed, lengthened, open pelvic floor is really the key here. This lunge position is lengthening the pelvic floor muscles, stretching them, stretching the perineum, and this is going to help bring really good circulation to those tissues, excellent for their health and excellent for birth preparation and healing after birth. Last round, stacking right knee over ankle directly. Bring your right hand to the right knee, rolling the right knee out, coming to the blade edge of the foot. Roll your right shoulder back. Keep shoulders away from the ears as always. Imagine you're posting your hips underneath the right knee, so you're really getting that nice hip flexor stretch in the left hip, the front of the left hip. Grounding your hands down gently, coming back to hands and knees again. On your exhalation, a lovely round for the spine. Widen the knees, big toes together. Sink your bottom down into hair pose. Circle out the wrists. Feel free to rest here in hair pose for as long as you wish. It gives you a delicious stretch across the sacroiliac area where the spine meets the pelvis, as well as an inner hip and inner thigh stretch, all amazing for pregnancy. When you're ready, slowly come up to sitting. Bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide, another lovely inner hip and inner thigh stretch. You might like to stay here a little longer beyond the end of this video, and if you want to increase the stretch, tip gently forward at the hips. I hope you've enjoyed this hip opening class. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Please do give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more pregnancy yoga, postnatal yoga, and regular yoga and yoga lattes videos. Head over to katsarayoga.com for a wide range of prenatal and postnatal yoga videos which will focus on specific needs during this time. Thank you so much for your support and see you soon.